We of the Confederation of Planets in the service of our infinite Creator are always most privileged to speak with any of those of your planet who would hear us. I am Hatonn. I greet you, my friends, in the love and in the light of our infinite Creator. It is once more a great privilege to speak with you. This privilege, my friends, is one that is given to us, and it is a privilege that we accept with great gladness. For this opportunity to serve our fellow man is a rare one. It is not often that it is possible for us to directly aid our fellow beings in such an important way. The people of your planet view service in many ways. However, my friends, we of the Confederation of Planets in the service of our infinite Creator view service somewhat differently than most of those who dwell upon your surface. Service, my friends, is an extremely difficult task to perform efficiently. It is necessary first to define the objectives of true service in order to understand how one may serve. There are two classifications under which all service may be divided. The first classification includes those activities that are of a transient or unlasting nature. These are the services that you perform in your daily activities for your fellow man, and they are truly services. But there is a test that may be administered in order to determine whether the service performed is of a transient or unlasting nature, or whether it should fall into the second classification, which includes all services of a permanent and non-transient nature. The test is to determine whether or not the service is of such a nature to cause spiritual growth for the one served. This, my friends, whether it is known to the individual or whether she has forgotten, is in truth his or her only real objective. The people of your planet are, for the most part, in a state of ignorance with respect to their real objective, which is the evolvement of their spiritual awareness. This, then, is what must be served if the second classification for service is to be met. Each of these two classifications are desirable, and we would like to perform for the people of your planet acts which would be classified under both classifications. However, since we are aware that the second classification is by far the more important of the types of service that may be performed, it is necessary at this time to postpone performances of service of a direct way to aid in a physical or more transient nature. We are quite fortunate that we are able to act as we are doing now, to provide the people of this planet with information that they may use in order to augment their seeking in a spiritual sense. It is necessary that if an individual is to make progress in a spiritual sense, that it be a result of an inner directed seeking of their own, rather than an outer directed commandment given to them by an organization of a religious or other nature. For this reason, it is necessary that we do not make ourselves too generally known and accepted by the people of your planet. If we were to do this, then the inner direction of their seeking would be, for the most part, lost. This is the basic reason for the conditions that you experience in your present physical environment. These conditions have been selected by yourselves and by others, and they are a natural consequence of the creation, so as to act upon the consciousness of the individuals to create an atmosphere which will produce the inner directed seeking for truth of which I spoke. Unfortunately, many of the people of this planet at this time are so involved in activities that are of an extremely transient and unimportant nature that they do not have opportunities for experiencing the growth of an awareness that is necessary in order to accomplish the seeking that they actually desire. We of the Confederation of Planets in the service of the Infinite Creator have attempted to balance between too much exposure of our craft to the people of this planet and too little exposure. If we were to become too much a common phenomenon so that our presence was beyond question, then we would eliminate, at least in part, a large interest in seeking for spiritual truth. This may seem to be a strange or unusual point of view, but we have observed this in the past, and since the basic reason for the physical isolation of a people, such as yourselves, is to cause an inner directed seeking, then it is evident to us that we should follow as closely as possible this plan. Our craft and our people have visited this planet many, many times in the past. This was done only after the civilization that we visited was ready to accept us. This was done only after the civilization had reached a satisfactory level of inner directed seeking of the truth of the creation, and therefore it was displaying the principles of love and brotherhood that is the product of this seeking. We are at this time forced by conditions over which we have no control to visit the civilizations of your world, even though they have not reached a state of spiritual awareness satisfactory high enough for our contact. We are aware that some of the people of this planet are, however, already sufficiently aware of their spiritual nature and are sufficiently demonstrating the love and brotherhood that is necessary for our contact. This presents a problem. The problem is that we must approach a part of the peoples of this planet without distressing the rest. We are attempting to do this. It is necessary that the evidence of our visits and our communications be of such a nature that it can be rejected or accepted by anyone who is exposed to it. There will be, unfortunately, a degree of infringement upon those of the people of this planet who do not wish to accept our contact. This is an unfortunate condition, but it is one with which we must deal, since at this time it is necessary that those of the people of this planet who are seeking truth be given truth. It will not be necessary to prove to these people that what we are giving them is truth, for if an individual has reached an understanding of truth through the inner directed seeking of which I spoke, then they will recognize this truth when it is given to them. It is therefore only necessary that we, by some means that will not disturb those not seeking our contact, give to the rest of the people of your planet that which they seek in a form that is suitable. This, then, is our service: to lend a helping hand up the ladder of spiritual evolution to that part of the people of this planet at this particular time, a time that is unique in the history of this planet, a time that must be dealt with in a more direct and forceful way than previous times and experiences in the history of this planet. We are extremely privileged in being able to offer this service to those who seek it, and our service is largely given to them through the process of their daily meditation. If they are to avail themselves to this service, it is necessary that they do so through meditation. At this time I will leave this instrument, but I am always with each of you, and I am always at your service in your seeking of the love and the light that is the true creation. I am Hatonn, Adonai Vasu.